Hey, everybody, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Just gonna see if I could pop this last thing out for me to be able to look at, and then we'll start. So, that one. Okay. I don't know if that, select the stream. That one. Yes. Okay. There we go. See? I don't know. I'm new. I'm new here. I don't know shit. Me, no shit. Make windows bigger, because I'm plugging blood. All right, so let's do a little blurb about maybe that'll let people know what we're doing. Okay, what do we got going here? We've got Dalton. Dalton. So we did the shop sample last week. We got looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. I've already started cutting. I've got bags figured out. Kind of want to have that as done as possible, as early as possible. I still need to get the um, finishing instructions and images, and then I'll have to take a ton of shit to the printer. I don't know. I think I can figure out how to print it as cheap. I don't know. I have a new printer. We'll see. Wait, where's my glasses? All right, little Mr. Dalton. I'll set him here so you can see. There you go. All right, let's see. What are we gonna do next? Who's on? Hello, if anybody's watching. We are working on finishing up the UFO Dalton the Dragon from Sweetfire Sisters. This is old. I don't think it's still available. You might be able to find it on Amazon. Not Amazon, Etsy. Etsy might have. But as I go through UFOs, we're going to find things that are old. All right, so along the back of the head to the bottom of the tail. Match seams of head to belly. What have we done here? Pin edges together, sew round curve into place. Repeat with the second body piece, leaving a spot in the belly open for turning. Well, considering we turned it, sew along the back of head to bottom of tail. Okay. Turn piece stuff, leaving room for poly pellets at the bottom of the dragon. Fill with pellets and hand stitch close. Are we sure about that? Sew arms together, leaving an opening for turning. Turn, stuff, and sew closed by hand. I can see that their instructions are getting less and less. Okay, these are arms. Okay, so we're going to sew those as pairs. And that is a pair. And this image makes it look like they've left the opening on this end. So that's. Do I care? Does it show? Fuck it, I do not care. Part of the Do Not Care Club. Alright, give it a shot. I'm always afraid I'm gonna screw this up. We're gonna go back and back. Okay, gonna call that arm number 1. Somebody's on. Hello, hello. How's it going? Is this on? The not is this on as in the mic, as in the iron. Hello. How's it going? All right, I'm just gonna gear up this next piece arm wise. We are noticing that instructions are not as prevalent. Okay, I did better on the first. It might help if I have the camera back in the right spot. Okay. They haven't mentioned anything in any of the spots about clipping the corners and curves and stuff. Match seems to have had the belly, at the star marker on the body pin. Okay, well, that's got to be what that is. So we're going to call that good. Hey, Christy. I hope he's going to be cute. He'll be done, right? And so my work will be complete. And we're not all proportionate, so I'm okay if one of these arms is a little different. What are you working on tonight? I was supposed to get my chopstick. It's tiny stuff, man. Okay, look, it's a mitten. It's the thumb. I got a green thumb. It's the only way I have a green thumb. Kill every fucking plant, I swear. I was meant to play with fabric, not. It doesn't matter if I press it, I'm going to turn around and stuff it, right? Poly-fil. Eek. Awesome. Does it even say what to do with the wings? It does. That's 11. Definitely not there yet. Because I think this. What's 7 then? Oh, oh, I'm supposed to be stuffing him, but I don't know that he's ready. I gotta look at that. Suppose we could put a little stuffing in just to see what he looks like, right? Oh, good. Homework. I remember that. I do remember that. Well, thankfully, this will be recorded and up so you can watch it later if you gotta scoot and help kids. Should I get a no? I was gonna say, should I get a dog squeaky toy for in here? But then that's just asking for trouble. There we go. Hi, how's it going? I'm glad you snuck in. I'll try to. I have family coming in at the beginning of October, so just as I think we're going to get to an actual really good schedule going here, something's going to sneak in and tweak it. But I'll try to make sure that I do the little posts so that you all know. Look at him, he's kind of cute. There's his head. Stuff it down in the tail. I know, I'm sorry. Me too. I got sick. And migraines. Oh my God, I had like a 3 or 4 day migraine. I was, I don't, 0 stars. Do not recommend. Oh, the old dog's moving. So I'm hoping today's Monday. So I'm hoping that um Sunday. No, no, that's too far. That's when the next one would be. Thursday, Thursday, Friday. Let's shoot for that. Thursday, Friday. So it looks like before I can completely finish, I need pellets and maybe a dull needle. I'll check my massive pile of shit over there. See if I might have something. But oh, I don't know. I made tuppets. So I had one at one point. That was we're not gonna date ourselves like that. Because I didn't own the shop yet. My stuff crap up in here. Walnut shells. Oh, yeah, good. You're right. You can also do I think I know where some is, but it's mixed with lavender right now. I'm supposed to have some around here somewhere. I can't find them. But we kind of inherited from my bestie's mom. I found some packages and it has it's a mix of shit. Just not the biggest lavender right now. We'd have to make them really weighted, wouldn't we? He's gonna be cute. Okay, now we gotta flip this other. Oops, I gotta trim it. You can also do like Brillo pads too. Steel wool, not Brillo pads. No soap. Yes, you can. Can't do the walnut shells. Are you allergic? Put another little note on Facebook and let people know I'm live. We got a couple people in chitty chatting last time. Too little for my fingers. And the wind is blowing just enough that we have these bells that nobody freaking uses hanging on the sliding glass door if the dog needed to go out. We now have a permanent pet door. Have I ever moved the bells? Nope. Anyway, wind's blowing just enough to make the curtains move and make them ding-a-ling a little. My favorite podcast is back. Yay! Now I'm stuck waiting once a frickin' week or every other week or whatever it is. That's, well, okay. Some of my stitching is coming out, but I have to do it by hand anyway, right? Okay, here's you. What are we doing? What are these? They're the feet. Hi, Days. How's it going? Got just water tonight. Can you imagine? I mean, plenty, thousands, millions of people are allergic. I'm really glad I'm not one. One of my best friends is allergic to chocolate. Like, I just, there are days that that's the only thing that'll do. Okay, the little armies we've done. The ears are going to be cute. Did it talk about the ears? Oh, the ears are down here talked about with this. And what are these? Are the fingies? Does it talk about the feet? Oh, wait a minute. 9. All right, so the upper portion of the leg together, leaving the bottom seam open. Match the back seam to the front edge of the bottom foot pieces. Sew foot to bottom, leave foot bottom, sew foot bottom to foot. Arrgh. Leave opening to turn and stuff. Hands so close. This hand so close thing is what I'm not enjoying. Sounds of. All right, we'll leave those there. Let's come over here. And this is yeah, okay. Hi, Daisy. Oh, I gotta get my leader ender. Do I have one right here? I have garbage here that I could start a later ender. Why, yes, I do. But I'm going to cheat. All right. All right. There we go. I didn't. Yeah, I did backtacked on that one. Don't know that because I chain based, I backtacked on this. Oh, yeah. Probably should have, huh? Fine. Yeah, we're not going to look at the fucked up way I just did that. See, good, because I didn't have the camera on over here. Oops. Okay. Calling it good. Don't they look like grand pianos or something? Okay. Orcas killed. Orcas attacked two sailboats of Portuguese. Something. Don't care. Let's tell everybody that we are live. So we're going to turn this, and then we're going to try to stuff this in the foot pad. I hate how it constantly pops me out of things. Okay, suppose we're gonna do this. They are really assuming you know some of this. We're not looking at that. Okay, shh, shh. It's our secret. There's room for my fingers on this one. Okay, still looks a little baby grandish. Nothing wrong with that. But now what they want is for maybe I should have done that. Wow. Oh, everybody left me. It's okay. It's alright. Okay. If you haven't watched the Thursday Murder Club, that was pretty cute. Okay. You know, I can see that this is really not my first love. Hold it that way. Let's move this one this way. I just don't see how I'm going to get that in the machine and sew that. But I also don't think I'm sufficient in hand sewing to get it there. Nobody. Nobody knows. Yeah. All right. That's, I need to take that apart. Okay. Yeah, that's good rid up there, but we're going to ignore it. And that's can hear my husband bouncing his leg from here. Funny. Bounce, bounce, bounce. It was perfect when the kids were little. I would set a kid on his knee and passed out. You know, why couldn't I leave another part open? And I clipped it all. There, extra. Could recut it. But what if we stuffed it from here? It's the same opening size as the arms. And then made that easier. Would it be easier? Does it seem like that would be easier to put in the machine and just sew it? Really? Look how much bigger that is. Is that even? Let's mark our centers. We know where that is, so let's mark this. Let's try to put fucking logic. Oh, three. I got somebody back. Hi, watch me fucking scratch my head as I figure this out. Don't be shy. Say hi. Can't talk to you if I don't know who you are. Yeah, not a stuffy maker. I don't know about this. Um, So I finished the Rachel Aaron Heartstriker 5 book set. Very good. Then I went and listened to a podcast as a let's go listen to Murder and Mayhem as a palette cleanser. What's wrong with us? And then now I'm trying to decide. I think some of my favorite authors have new books out, so I might go check them. And I redeemed it too. All right. I think if I could make this, they want me to sew the bottom of the foot in. Is that blurry? It looks blurry on my screen. Am I blurry to you? I mean, is it just because I blew up my screen that I look blurry? It shouldn't. Yeah, you'll have to let me know if I look blurry. I think the tablet screen looks okay. Uh, anyway, they want me to stitch this partially around and then stop and leave it open so we can stuff it. I'm thinking if I can get it sewn all the way around, I'll pick the seam out up here. That's very... Is it because of the white that it seems so? I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me, guys, because I can't tell whether it's my damn contacts or the, the light or what. All right. And did they say everything was 1/4 of an inch unless otherwise stated? Do we happen to remember? I said 7 inches high. I thought it said 7 sizes. Nope. Okay, materials needed, buttons, general instructions. Wait, 1/4 inch. Okay. That's not my favorite, but it might. I don't know. I might hate it. Who knows? And this is probably going to be one of those ones that I never put my foot on the pedal because I can control speed a little bit more this way. Wait. And all right, Bree, if you watch this later, how is this even fun? If I can move all of this away, and yet somehow still fuck it up. Match some shit. Here's in my hands. Okay. Bunch of people on telling me how messed up I'm making it here. No, I thank you. That is about all I feel comfortable doing. Not there, like. Oh, okay. Iron, you're letting me know that you're on and waiting, and I'm just taking too long. Boy, gotcha. I hear ya. That's good. Okay, I can pull those because we've done it. Well, even though my husband's doing something different, he's bitching too. Do, 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 do. Not my freaking favorite thing to do. I am gonna bitch about it too. Do, do. Okay. Boy, let's see how badly I messed that up. Shall we? Let's go to the big cam. Let's get these pins and needles. Alright, let's that sucks. Will that affect anything? I heard that. Well, I mean, we're going with done's better than perfect, right? If want this same. I'm not sure why they wouldn't have you do it this way to begin with. They had the other one flipped like that. Oops. Sorry. I must not have clicked the button hard enough. We need a pair of forceps. Sometimes that might be easier. I don't want to break down the seams real hard because I didn't double stitch this part because this wasn't supposed to be an open. Okay. Really? I think it worked. I think it worked. Okay. Out of curiosity, what's it gonna look like with a little leaf in it? It's a smaller area to stitch in. What the fuck wouldn't they have me do it that way to begin with? I just don't know. If you're watching, say hi. Sally, are you on? Are you lurking? No, you're not. I I I think that'll work. Okay. There's a foot. That's where's the image? That's his little foot. Okay, all right. So I guess that's how we're gonna do this other one. I just wonder if somehow it would be easier to do this as a tube because I can't see how to do it as flat. It's just a pain in the ass to do. Okay, let's focus this way now. I sat still for too long today. So I might not have been doing jack shit. But I'm tired. Alright, so I see someone's watching. Do me a favor, tell me, is this blurry? Because this is I'm new to this setup, but I don't remember it looking blurry last time on my screen. But I have a control thing here and it looks okay. Is that you, Mikey? Yeah. Does that look blurry? Does what? The screen. I have it up here. That doesn't look blurry. But me watching OBS does to me.
Sometimes the preview is slightly lower quality just to make it so it's not so hampering on your.
Okay. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember it looking blurry before, but I'm like,
If it does,
can't say. But
it's.
that looks okay.
If that looks okay.
I mean, you tell me, it doesn't look alright. Does that look blurry?
Little.
Why would it be blurry?
But I wonder. I mean, camera might be out of focus, but I also think it looks a little more blurry just because of the faded spot on your mat. That 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 spot right there looks more faded, like in
Well,
the
it
thing.
is.
So um, there's probably something we could do to sharpen it up, but you might have to focus the camera again. Like it might have autofocused a little differently when you set it up, or I don't know, bumped it or something.
Ouch. Damn it. Pins are sharp. Hi, Waddy. I see you over there.
It could be also. It's going to be a sharper image on 30 FPS because we're not uploading as much stuff.
Oh,
There's some things we can change.
I don't know that I looked to see what that was.
It's probably default on your thing. I wouldn't mess with it now, but not that I think it even lets you mess with it live. But we can look at it in a bit. There's some settings we can change to make it sharper or whatever. Because if it's 60 FPS now, it's probably um, gonna look a little more blurry with movement if we don't sharpen up some of the other settings. But
Okay. I mean, was that? I don't know that. Well, that's a different camera. Okay. Well, and the lighting lacks something. I'm still gonna go pick a chicken too. I would think about the time I get this foot bottom done. Okay, that's a dead pin. I could probably sign off for tonight. Get the doll needle, get the pellets or walnut shells, either. It's the whatever I can find. Because I'm not going to rush out and buy some. Took us. Okay. And, okay. I don't know what I'm talking about. Concentrate on this piece of uncooperative fabric. Okay. Oh, I gotta make it to the bookstore. Okay. Which is cool to say because we haven't had a bookstore in town in a long time. Oh, I see what I did. Pressing it open. Okay. Sewing it open. Let's try to leave that out as a Okay, that one was a smidge easier. I can say I still don't think I enjoy it. Now we have this closed in tube, so I'm going to unsew the sewn part because it just makes more sense. Righty. Let's. This is not what I recommend, but it was the closest thing I had to what I normally do, which is a chopstick. Because I don't see it over there in my stuff. Haha, it's the little things. Okay, let's put a smidge of stuffing in it so we can see what it's going to look like. And then we can come back at this and do wings and what was the other thing? What the hell's the instructions? Oh, ears. Wings and ears, because those are going to have top stitching. Let's see, 8 and 9. Sew a proportion of legs together, leaving room. Attach arms and legs to body as shown in thread jointing diagram. That would be this circle. Look at them trying to show me how to whip stitch. That's great. I'll need that. My friend is so quick at that. I can never tell that she's sewn anything. She's just great. Okay. So that's the pleat and hem, and he will sew shut there. And he will be done with a leg like that. Or like that. There's the picture. Like that. Work, 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 Burn. And then I've got button. I got big buttons for the legs and littler buttons for the arms. All right, and then the ears are going to be sewn, I'm guessing like this, and flipped, so you have leather on the inside, this on the outside, and then they want me to pleat it here, sew it, so it'll make it do that adorable little curl that those are doing. That looks top, and those are top stitched. Oh, see, I can see the stitches there. Oh, really? All right, we'll figure it out, huh? All right. I've hit my limit, I think. So I'm gonna read a little bit on how they want the ears and the wings done. I will get the last couple things I need um, to get his stuff attached. So if I can have that big needle, it'll go all the way through in the two spots. There's gonna be a little "I love you this much" and little ladies. All right. Dalton's shaping up. I still don't enjoy it. It doesn't matter. We're getting through the UFOs. And let's just turn this off and see if that fixes anything. Does that? No. Something's definitely got this. And this is a new camera too, so it really makes me look a little red. So we'll have to play with some light balancing and whatnot. We'll figure it out. All right. I will see you end of the week, Thursday, Friday. I'll put a post out as soon as I know what's going on. And that's it. All right. Have a good evening. Have a good week. And see you later.